This weekend is gonna be
Great!
and wet. What happened?
We done broke him.
I just peed a little.
Like I said, it was supposed to be raining right now, and it's not. And it was raining when it wasn't supposed to be. Like, they really had no clue.
We have no clue. No one knows anything.
Pfaff Racing is moving up in the world. Check out our new 18-foot by 7-foot trailer.
Pink. That was the style we wanted.
Yeah, we specifically bought pink insulation because that's what we want. What does this go to?
The light.
Oh, we have light.
I just haven't ripped it out yet.
So we've done some improvements to this trailer. Put insulation all around because we have an air conditioning unit we're gonna put in here. And we did put new flooring because what was in here was tragic.
It was this, but worse.
When we ripped up the old floor, we also found out that all of the channel going across was all bent from the lawnmower that the guy was putting in here before. Marine grade mahogany.
Yeah, it's mahogany.
Mahogany. How many times can we say mahogany before you get it?
Mahogany.
It's wow.
T-minus 2 hours.
11:45. Yeah, so we
Okay.
gotta try and drive away before
T-minus an hour and 15.
2 o'clock, so we can get in line, so we can try and get power. So
But we got a lot of stuff done. We got hooks on, we got chocks in, we got my bike in, we're about to strap it up. We're gonna toolbox in, we're gonna get his bike in, we're gonna start loading things up.
and all of our tires and everything else that goes with us in the weekend.
The list. L-Y-S-T. T.
Yeah. Let's go. Huh. What's going on here? What happened?
We done broke him.
Oh no.
We're in a situation, fellas. This ain't good.
It's still dripping.
Oh no.
We still have motorcycles though.
Yeah, forget the truck. Who cares?
Yeah.
We're at the track.
We just need to figure out how to safety wire the leak. Yep. And then it'll be good as new.
We got the whole setup here. The trailer is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And we got the sleeping tent here. It's a big 10 by 20 that we got from Harbor Freight. We're not sponsored.
We're sponsored by ourselves.
Yep. But that's the whole sleeping arrangement there, and we got the AC going in there, and it's actually pretty cool in there already. I'm gonna sit out here and do tires because we got a lot of tires to do, and Tyler's gonna prep
I'm gonna help you
his.
do tires.
Tyler's gonna prep his bike.
It's a lot of tires to do.
Oh, well, I guess we're doing tires together, and then we'll do.
All I gotta do
prepping.
is-
We'll prep your bike together too.
I just got a safety wire.
In the morning, we're gonna figure out what tires we're gonna actually run for things because the weather is literally up in the air.
Yeah,
Like
we-
I said, it was supposed to be raining right now, and it's not. And it was raining when it wasn't supposed to be. Like they really had no clue.
We have no clue. No one knows anything. So hopefully we're on dries in the morning.
Yeah.
But
Right now, we got the good old DOTs. We're gonna get this done and not get any sleep. So
yeah.
see you in the morning.
1:06 a.m. Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
We just put reins on. We just finished safety wiring. We are pretty much ready for tech. We've got slicks ready to go in case it's not raining. We're expecting rain, that's why we have the reins mounted. This will be our first time in reins. So
And the first time at Road Atlanta.
and the first time at Road Atlanta.
A lot of firsts
We
that
have-
I'm not comfortable with right now.
3, maybe 4 laps to figure it out. We also don't know what pressure to run, so
Also,
we'll figure that out.
what if it rains in the morning for practice, and then it's dry for the race?
Or it's dry in practice and rains in the race. There's so many what ifs, and we don't even have a way home.
Thanks, Hank.
Let's get 5 hours of sleep if we fall asleep.
Right. What's that face you make every time?
That's my concentration face. Come look at the sun. Today we've got a wet one. That's why we park so close to the porta potties. That was hilarious.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
This is about how much standing water I guess you would expect random places on the track. We've never been on here. We've never been on here in the rain. We don't know where the puddles are, how deep they are.
So far, I've seen everybody with rain tires.
Oh yeah, no, we're doing rains. If you're not on rains, I think you might have hit your head too many times. Probably because you don't run rains in the wet. They're going out. I think this is lightweight.
Yeah.
That's an R3.
Oh, I missed that sound actually.
Ah, the R3. Anyway, that's the conditions so far this morning. We've gone through registration. We've gone through tech. Our wake-up call was a yellow cell, just dumping
on top of
rain.
everything.
Yeah. So let's talk about the steeds we'll be riding today. Same ones we always have. I'm on the one with the blue tail. Ethan's on the one with the blue tail. The B wheels, we just put the reins on. We're running the W01Rs. I think they're 01Rs.
Yeah.
I'm expecting to run like a 3-minute flat.
Oh no.
PB, new PB, first lap out.
Well, I mean, yeah, it would be your PB.
We haven't gone over this, but we've got transponders. We bought our own transponders because we were tired of renting. It's 8:12.
And they still haven't put any bikes on the track.
We'll go out there before 9, so we got about 45 minutes at the latest, unless, they just red flag immediately every session that goes out there. But we're third in line,
Yeah. So technically, we would be at 8:36.
All right, let's get her done. Hello, everyone. Tyler here. There's just a couple items of housekeeping I want to go over while we are out for practice. The Cycle Jam weekend is what's called a double header, which means that the race on Saturday and the race on Sunday both count towards regional points in the series that Ethan and I are competing in. We're entering this weekend with Ethan having a 3-point lead over me. He's got 11 points and I've got 8 points. It's pretty good coming into a doubleheader, but since we both have no idea how we're going to do at Road Atlanta, both of us having to learn the track and having to learn it in these conditions, there was no way either of us were going to come in with any confidence. So our goal here was just to survive and learn as much as we could without being too much of a nuisance to everyone else. A few other things that made it particularly difficult for me is that I had new forks put on, the K-Tech cartridge install. So hopefully you've watched the previous video. I also had new rear sets. Both of us have never been on wets before. We also didn't have enough time to mount the cameras in practice 1, and we were only able to put one camera on my bike for practice 2. So conditions were the same in practice 1 as they were in practice 2. Maybe a little bit less water as people were finally out there. There's almost no one out there in practice 1. And so we both had no idea what to do given the weather and everything else about this weekend. So, okay, that's it for now. Help! Hang on. You see the surface. It is dry. But not quite enough confidence to run slicks. Might drizzle, we don't know, the conditions are so spotty. Right now, I'm pretty sure the whole race line might be dry, so we are swapping our rear rain for our DOT Road 6s. We think that's the play, we'll see how it turns out. We've got about 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and we grid up, so.
We're already almost done.
Yeah, let's balance these, slap them on there, and see if this plays into our hands. This is either gonna be really clutch or really dumb. We'll find out in about an hour.
If it's really dumb, this was your idea.
Report back. Absolutely, yeah. I'll take credit.
Credit. If it's really dumb, that's not credit.
Yes, it is. So, the gamble kind of paid off for one of us, but not really. Hang on. The funny part about this is that I've got road 6s and Ethan has road 5s. I didn't launch in second gear this time, and I had a decent launch. I almost was right next to you until you passed some people and I had to slow down. But entering turn 1 off the launch, my rear almost just completely stepped out. So either I just entered it way too fast, or my tire is just really not feeling the grip. So I kind of just sat up and took it easy for the whole lap 1, and that put me like nearly last place. I come around like in last place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Once again, lap 1, last place. That's how I like to do it. A couple laps in, I started to feel a little bit more the rear hooking up. I was really working the front into the corners. I was catching up a lot on the brakes, but I just had no drive out at all. And it also didn't help that I'm just in the wrong gear. I don't know what gear to put it in. Maybe I'll just stick it in 6 and leave it there the whole time and just not worry about shifting. I passed a few people, covered some ground. I passed Ethan in turn 10. He was kind of parked in the grass.
I like it there. It's comfy.
I think I was 11th. My fastest was a 152 flat. It's 152.08. So we don't really know what to do in the next race. We'll figure it out.
Had a decent launch, but it felt delayed. Came into turn 1, there was a lot of traffic, and I was kind of worried. I was kind of on the very outside. Got passed quite a bit in the first and second and third lap, and decided to start pushing for the rest of the laps. And in lap 4, I pushed it pretty hard into turn 10, and there was a lot of noise. I was a little worried because, Roebling had some incidents, so first thing I thought was get the heck off the track. I don't know if I ruined something or whatnot, so I got off the track in the grass on the inside of turn 10, the only time Tyler passed me.
Got it.
Bike was doing funny things for a second, and then I put it in first gear, got off on pits just to check things out. Everything was fine. I had good power, so I was like, I'm gonna get back on and go. And I didn't want to DNF, so I decided to go back and finish even if I was a lap down. But I didn't come in last. I was a lap down, but came in second to last. All in all, made it back. Bikes came back. I don't know this track, so that's a success for me, I feel like.
Hello and welcome to race 2. We didn't do any recording after race 2, so I'm just gonna fill you in on what happened here with the highlights. I had a decent launch off the line, even though I couldn't see the flag at all because of the guy in front of me that was in the way. Ethan had a very nice launch. He ended up 4th place into turn 1, and then he got cut up the inside and had 5th place into the chicane. I got passed on the inside by Paul there into the chicane. You can think what you want about that one. Comment down below. Ethan was making some decent progress, holding his positions. Remember, this is our very first time in the dry on this track. And on top of that, we both have wet fronts and our DOT rears, so they just didn't seem to find the grip that we were looking for, so both of us were being very timid out of corners. Ethan loses another couple positions on the back straight there, and then Paul gets him down the hill into the final turn. He's just marching his way straight towards the podium on that CBR. I ended up making a few positions here on the brakes into turn 10, and then losing one on the brakes into turn 10. I didn't really trust this Road 6 at all on throttles, so everyone just gapped me out of corners. Ethan's still trying to figure out the race line here, and you can see he's just bleeding positions. And then this is a fun little battle that me, Ethan, and Cody had for a couple laps now. Cody's on full slicks. The track's dry enough to run slicks. We just didn't have our warmers on, so we couldn't swap our tires, so we would have had cold slicks on the cold track. Cody was in the wrong gear there, so I was able to get the drive on him down the front straight. And I was almost going to brake right up the inside of Ethan to turn 1 here, but I thought better of it. And then Cody just takes me back up the inside, into turn 2 and into the chicane. He has a very unique riding style, we'll put it that way. And then on the drive down the hill, Cody finally decides to outbrake Ethan into turn 6 here. Turns it into an all-out drag down the back straight. I couldn't remember at the time if this was the final lap or not, but I knew I was a few points behind given this is the super stock race and I wanted to make up some points, so I just had to make a lunge for it and hope that the front rein wasn't too hot to stick under hard braking into turn 10. And there we go. Now all I had to do was push this Road 6 harder than I had the entire weekend and hope Ethan didn't cut me up on the inside in the last turn. Managed to get the drive on him down the hill. And this is actually the first time that I passed my brother in a race, so I was actually feeling pretty bad about it. But given that he had a points lead and I was able to take a couple back, all in all, not a bad race.
We're starting to get things cleaned up and set up. We have 1 practice this morning and 2 races this afternoon. We got a lot worked on last night, including the truck. This was fun, but we gotta run them.
So our strategy today is to go out for practice. The more people that go out, the better, because it will dry the race line. I'm pretty sure the track has standing water just like there is here. We're not expecting any storms until
Like 1700.
we should have some dry racing today like we had yesterday that we didn't capitalize on.
So we're gonna capitalize today.
Today, because we're still slow, we don't know the track very well, we're just going to use our takeoffs from Roebling. We're going to save our new slicks. You know, that is if the track dries up and if it doesn't keep doing whatever the heck this is. We've been in this situation before though, where it's the morning is like this and then it's completely dry during the race. So that's what we're going to do. Let's swap our tires again. Practice was very interesting. For whatever reason, maybe tire pressure, maybe just the fact that it was a set of used Road 6s with a few thousand commuting miles on it, my rear had absolutely zero grip. Even straight up and down, I was spinning up 4th and 5th gear with full throttle on the back straight, and it would break traction. So you can see how slow I am taking the corners only because I had zero trust that the tire would hold. I tried a couple more laps to see if some temperature would help at all, and although I felt I could give it a bit more throttle, I didn't want to push my luck, so I signaled to Ethan and we just called it. Not very useful for preparing for the day's racing, but useful enough that I knew we should not run this rear during the race. Hi.
Oh, nice.
So,
Slow.
we're going to put the wets on the rear because it's wet, and we're going to actually run wets in the wet.
So we can get 215s now.
Yeah. Cody, you were in slicks yesterday, and we were in wets, and you were battling us. Why? I want to know why. Comment, please. Anyway, we're going to get these mounted up. We've got about an hour till we're on track. If by some miracle the sun comes out and bakes the track clean, we'll be in wets in the dry again. So, let's do it. We didn't record anything after race 1 Sunday because we were too busy staring at the sky and waiting to see if the sun would make an appearance. So just quickly to recap what happened in race 1 in the morning. The track was actually more wet than it appeared. You can see the tires are still picking up a ton of water, so at least there was enough to keep the wets cool. There are plenty of reports from other riders that the wet grip was the worst they've ever felt. In my opinion, I believe that's due to the drift events they hold at Road Atlanta. Any track that allows drift cars will inherently have really bad wet grip, as well as really bad dry grip when the surface gets too hot. Drift cars pack so much rubber into the aggregate, and they don't even run good compound. Drift compound is different than sticky race compound. So anywhere that there's a ton of rubber packed into the asphalt and then it gets wet, it's gonna feel super slick. Thanks, drift cars. Ethan and I were not comfortable to put any real pace into the bikes, mostly because we just didn't really know where we were going yet. It takes a while to learn a new track at race pace, and the practice sessions that Weir gives you, they just are not long enough. Ethan has developed a pretty decent ability to push the rear out of corners without losing too much time, regardless of what line he takes, so it was difficult for me to try and close in on him, especially because we're not out there to win anything except pride, and so it's a much smarter decision to take it easy rather than yard sale your bike for no reason. A couple experts had the same idea. We were able to get ourselves into at least not last place, so that's how race 1 went. As of right now, the race line is dry, almost completely dry, the entire race line. Well, was there any wet when we were out there?
There are a couple wet spots. Stay off the shiny pavement.
The line, I mean the line itself.
No, the line's pretty darn dry.
So the only sketchy part is kind of turn 7, right before the back straight. We'll just manage that, but you can get drive on the final corner, you can get drive out of 5. There's no other real straightaways to get drive from. It's very much a point and shoot track. So we are going to take our reins off, even on the front. We're going to put our slicks on. They've been on heaters. We're prepared this time. We're not running wets into dry. We're gonna see what we can do. Super stock race coming up next. I don't even know what position we came in. I haven't looked at it yet.
Last and second last.
We're probably last and second to last, which was me second to last, huh? All right, I'll throw some cool little clips up there, but what was it, final lap?
It was.
I actually saw the white flag. I was right behind him, and I was like, I've got to somewhere. And you picked up the pace.
I did, because I started to actually feel and put my knee down, and I was like, Tyler's right behind me.
I was like,
screwed.
he's picked up the pace. I need to really make sure I get this pass.
Turn 6 comes around.
Yeah, turn 6.
And all I see is, there's the tire. I was like, dang.
I was so
And
polite.
so I had to go out wide, because I was going to, like, plow my brother.
I was so polite about it. I was like, I hope he sees this. And then I stayed inside on the way into 7.
I was going to get him on the exit of 7, but
I knew it was impossible to get that
he
one.
was
so,
gone out of 7. And I was right behind him all the way through the lane of the King, getting down the hill. I was like, I'm not going to outbrake him, because I know he's going to brake late into turn 10.
Yeah,
because I know how Tyler is.
I'm starting to get the bike down now.
So I was like, I'll get him on the exit of turn 10, out of that long chicane. And so freaking Tyler was endoing into turn 10. And I was like, yeah, that was, I predicted that. So I come in behind him, and we're coming out of turn.
Did you want to cut inside?
No, I wasn't gonna cut. I was gonna keep your pace, and I was gonna beat you down to turn 11. Yeah, nope. Because I was going up the hill. I was right behind him up the hill, and then my tire was like this, and he's going down, and I was like, cut throttle.
I was actually hoping you would try and take the inside, because I was already prepped to brake, point, and shoot. Because I almost got you in the lap before from point and shoot down the straight.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
When we broke into 1, my front wheel's on your rear.
I heard you.
Yeah.
I was like, that guy's close.
That was me. Anyway, we are now packing up. Trailer makes it real nice and easy. We don't gotta worry about the... Sorry, Wesley, your trailer is not needed anymore. So we just gotta pack up and go home now. Hopefully the truck makes it. Yep. And we'll just close out this one, I guess. And we're headed for Roebling next weekend, so make sure you catch that one too. Where'd he go?
Out the door.
All right, bye-bye.